Hello neighbors, this is Rosie Felix with Neighborhood Insurance, and we are here today with a good friend of ours, entrepreneur and philanthropist, Kathy Sabroso. Kathy Sabroso is a real estate agent. She deals with all of Southern California, but true to her heart, she has a foundation, and I'll let her speak about it. Good morning, Kathy.
Good morning.
How are
Thank you, Rosie. Thank you for having me.
So tell us about your foundation. Tell us the name of your foundation and what does it all entail?
My foundation is called Love Thy Neighbor, and it's been around for a few years now. Before that, I've always been involved in serving the community as my children grew up, and I was a single mom. And was always been inspired just to make a difference. I really truly believe it was my calling.
Fantastic. And so tell us who has inspired you? Was there a historical philanthropist, someone that just really inspired you in your family? Who is the one that went ahead and pushed you on this?
Well, I'm a survivor myself from child abuse, and my sister, who was a survivor for domestic violence, was the one that truly inspired me to do something for the community and give back and help women that there is a choice and there is a way out.
Wow. It hit home.
It hit home. It really did. Yes, and I was the one that helped my sister, get out of the situation and took her and her children in, and she's a different person today.
She's a fighter.
She's a fighter.
Good for
She's
her.
a survivor
She's
herself.
a survivor
and yes. So that's what it really inspired me, that having it so close to home and family, and realizing that there's a lot of women out there that have been impacted by domestic violence. It's just something that it's very sensitive and something that people just don't talk about. And that's what I want to break, that silence of violence.
And it is for still so many. So many are still so silent about this and stuff, and they shouldn't be.
Right, and the more I looked into it and the more I read about it, I realized that there's a big need. I mean, 1 out of 4 women are affected by domestic violence. 1 out of 4.
Wow.
Every 90 seconds, a woman is affected by violence.
And by violence, it's not, for so many, they think it's just physical. But what are...
No. The violence, and most of it, and that's what I do these programs for, is to empower women, is because a lot of it is emotional as well.
Wow.
Yeah, emotional, mental, of course it's emotional, and then the physical abuse.
So through your foundation, Love Thy Neighbor, what services do you offer? How do you go ahead and are able to go ahead and help this community that just has stayed silent, and trying to bring them out from this silence?
Actually, what I'm inspired to do now, and what we're having, we're going to be doing in February, is a conference, gala dinner for women that have been affected or are survivors of domestic violence, so they can come, and just a day that we're going to dedicate to them, provide them with empowering. There's going to be women, there's going to be key speakers there, and sharing their story, how they got from that situation of being, domestic violence or abused, and getting through the process and getting to being a survivor and being self-sufficient. Being empowered is a huge thing for us to teach women to love themselves. And that day is going to be dedicated. It's going to be in February. We don't have a set date yet, but it's going to be in February. And I'm really looking forward to that event. It's going to be amazing. I have already women that are just coming to me that have been survivors themselves, that are psychologists, that are successful, empowering entrepreneur women that came from that situation to what they are today. And that's going to be amazing. Yeah, so stay tuned for that for sure.